Hello. I sound like my grandma Kathy. Hello. um, I'm not feeling too good today. I'm sorry. I sound a little raspy and I'm not really animated or doing stuff in this video. Um, but I don't really know what happened yesterday. I was minding my business, I promise you. And all of a sudden a headache came on, and then it turned into a migraine. Then my body started to feel very achy, and I don't get sick often. And that's so weird because I have hyperthyroidism, which is an autoimmune disease, and you're more likely to get sick. I don't get sick often, so that's a huge blessing and a high five to the universe for that. But I'm not feeling too well today. But like always, I was thinking, and I was sitting here on my recliner, like I want you to see my recliner. I was sitting here like almost dead to the world, just like but all you see my hand doing is this. Like, I'll close my eyes because my head's hurting a little bit. I look up, look at the ceiling, and I'm just like twirling this thing. And I listen to my thoughts. They're very interesting. If you could go in my head, you'd probably be scared because you'd be like, what's going on in here? But I ran across a thought that I found very interesting. A couple of weeks ago, I'll say it's almost been a month now, I ran across a book called 6 Ways to Mastery by Robert Greene. Phenomenal book, dude. I was listening to the audio version because I don't have the book, and at the time when I found the book, I didn't have the money to go get it. I was doing other stuff with my business that I needed to put, my funds into and invest. So I was like, let me just listen to it for free. I got about 6 hours in within a week. It's an 11-hour audio. Great book. But he started to break down the 6 different ways to master something. And he said that it takes 10,000 hours to master something. And if you do the math to that, that is 10 years. 10 years of doing something to master it. And a thought came in my head. I remember when I just got out of high school and I was thinking about going to college. At that time, I was an angry, lost teenager. I didn't care about school. The work was easy and it seemed pointless to me, so I didn't do it. Any kids are seeing this, I'm not saying that's the way to go. I'm just telling you my story. That's how I felt. And, looking at it, I was like, that's 4 years of more school to do what? And then it cost a lot of money that I've never even seen in my life. No, thank you. No, thank you. 4 years now. 4 years. Okay. The 4 years came and left, and it dawned on me. I don't know what I was doing. I can't tell you. I don't remember. But I remember the lesson that aha moment, it just dawned on me that, you know what? The 4 years that you were complaining about, that you didn't want to do in college, ended up passing anyway. The time didn't stop because you didn't want to go to college. And where are you at now? Could that degree have helped you where you are now? Because then 4 years then came and gone. You know, you have a beautiful 3.5, 4-year-old, but what else do you have to show for it? And I think that's when the maturity switch flipped in my head, and the adult switch flipped as well. And it was like, okay, I'm not a teenager anymore. I'm not, for lack of better words, and excuse my expression, but shit just got real. Like, I had that moment. And coming full circle with, you know, what it is I'm talking about now, because that's the thought that came in my head when I was thinking about it. And when he said 10,000 hours, which equals 10 years to master something, I thought about my business and Total Life Changes right now. And, you know, I've been in network marketing for a year, but I've been in Total Life Changes for a couple of months now, and I've made a few $1,000s. And I'm still going along, and I'm like, you know what? You can't give up, because the time's still gonna be moving anyway. So you might as well just stay here, and eventually it'll get better, you know? The friends and family that you know, and the people, you know, that aren't really supporting you and helping you build your business, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You are slowly building and meeting people who actually want to help themselves and actually want to help you, and just keep going. 10,000 hours. The video that I saw from Colin Peterson, and please excuse me that there's, you know, not much fluidity to this video. I promise you it's just straight off the head, but like I said, this is how my mind is and how I'm thinking, so I'm trying to give it to you as in order as possible and fill in some of the blanks so that you can understand what it is I'm trying to say. But the video that I saw from Colin Peterson doing the Bujing, which is the video that I fell in love with it. You would have thought, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, my soul was just like woke up and was like, that's what we need to do. Like, she was in the corner somewhere ignoring me because of how I've been living my life. I didn't know where she was. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. She turned around when we saw that video and she was like, that's what we need to do. Period, point blank, nothing else, that. Okay. I memorized his entire routine. I know that routine forwards, backwards, up, down, around. You can start it at any place with me not looking at the video, and I know exactly where he is and what he's doing with the Bujing. That's how good and that's how long I've been watching the video. And I think I've given that man about a good 150 to 200 views on his YouTube page just from me watching it. I needed to absorb that in my cellular level. I needed to penetrate my soul. Like, that's how I felt about it. It's one thing to believe that you have something, or that you think you know something, And then it's another thing to know you know something. Okay? From all those hours of me watching that 4-minute video, all those days of me watching that video, I thought I knew. And it wasn't until my boujing came in the mail from Italy. It took forever, or at least to me, because I was super excited, but it wasn't until it came here. And I thought in my head, very serious, like couldn't tell me no. I thought in my head that I would play that video and I would get these boujing in my hand and I will do the entire routine with him. And in that moment, when I realized that what I thought I knew, I didn't really know. I understand now. So, 10,000 hours, 10 years to master something, it don't seem that bad anymore. It don't seem that bad anymore. And regardless of how much my fingers hurt, they hurt. They be locking up on me. Oh my gosh, they hurt. No matter how much my wrists hurt, because of muscle memory. I'm not used to doing this and moving, my hands the way I am and holding this and getting the weight. It's now an extension of me. And even though I'm slowly getting better day by day, I want it. I want this bad. I want to master this. The 10 years don't seem that bad, because when I look at 10 years, I look at my daughter who's 12. That went by really, really fast. I don't know where I missed it. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but that time went by really fast. So, I don't know. Am I saying all this to say something? I guess whatever you want to do, or at least the goal, is to find something that you really want to do. And regardless of anything, whether it's getting sick, whether it's time or the length of time, it'll take you to do it, whether it's consistency, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever the obstacles may be, find something that when you see those obstacles, or if you notice those obstacles, or if you get clipped up by those obstacles, that you want that thing so much that obstacle, you might get tripped up, you might even stumble and fall, but you right back up, because you have to get that. You have to get it, and nothing, not even you, are going to stop you from getting it. And I found that in my business, in Total Life Changes, and for me, it's having the opportunity, or having the solution to someone's problem. I position myself to be able to help someone who's been trying to lose weight forever actually lose it and keep it off, or give an an opportunity to someone who's struggling like I was. $40 a month to some is like, psh, that's play money. But to some people, that's make $1 out of 15 cents. You know, that's how it was for me. I don't know where we got the $40 every month for, but we found it. I done pawned some stuff. We found a way, and slowly but surely. So for me and my business, I see it. I see me helping so many people who are just like me and who are in the same situations as I was, in the same struggles. It's just like, only if you knew and stopped being so damn guarded and selfish that everyone out here isn't trying to hurt you. I actually want to help you. And just like our fingers, individually, we're all right. You know, I can lift some things with my finger. It's a thumb, but, you know, my fingers, I can lift some things with my fingers. But when we come together, and I know this seems sort of cliche, but it's very true. If we come together, do you know what we can accomplish with this over this? So for me and my business, I have my mark. And for Leticia's personal life, Leticia's passion, that twinkle you see in people's eyes, I found mine, and that's my boujing. And nothing, not even sickness. As long as I can move my hand, I'm going to be spinning this thing, I promise you, because I'm sitting here right now in pain. I'm smiling and laughing, but just thinking about it, and I'm really good at projecting. I can see what I look like, because that's how I used to do my poetry. Those of you who know me from back in the day, and I used to write, I never sat down with a piece of paper and thought of some stuff and then wrote it down. No, I'm usually daydreaming or actual dreaming, and I see myself and I hear myself. And in my sleep, I used to keep a pad of paper and a pen next to the bed, and I will wake up just enough and I'll write it down. I'm watching myself, and I'll write it down, and I'll wake up and there's words falling off the page, just going sideways, and I'd organize it, and boom, that's it. I see it. And now that I can see it, I'm running full speed ahead towards it. So just get yourself to that place. If you need help trying to figure out what that is, I don't really know you, but I don't have a problem getting to know you and trying to help you find that. That's what I do. I love helping people. It's just, it feels good to not only help somebody, but see their excitement, because then it gets me excited. I don't know, that energy level thing, I'm learning about that now. It's awesome. It's addictive. Like, that's a good addiction to have. It's just making people feel better. But people are so rah and it's like, okay, calm down, chill out. You know, so I'm done talking. Thank you if you made it at the end of this 20-minute video of me just rambling. I hope something helps. I hope something inspires you. And I'm going to get back to spinning this and laying here. I feel woozy. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao.